please turn those in today if you want. 3 assignments. Scan those and email those to me. Incomplete, you have none. Today we're going to be taking a quiz. We're going to be studying lesson 5.5 and then reviewing for your test tomorrow. Here's the order of events. First, I want you to take your quiz, okay? That's the first thing I'd like you to do. Next, I want you to watch that video right there, relationships of angles and sides between two angles. It's about 12 minutes long, okay? So not a lot of notes. Then next, work on your homework. Now, I'm going to use some abbreviations to make things easier for me this summer. Here's your homework assignment right here from lesson 5.5, okay? This is the video right here for lesson 5.5. Now, the help video, you know by now, it's always geometry track 1, then lesson something. So I'm going to just abbreviate it. It's your help video for this homework assignment right here is geometry track 1, lesson 5.5 homework, okay? And it's about 24 minutes long, so you can see. Today we're doing the usual 3 days worth of material, and it's totally accurate, okay, for 1 day of class. We're watching a video like this, and a video like this is 36 minutes plus you're taking a quiz. The quiz is very small. I think it has 5 total fill in the blanks. I think 5 numbers, and so that's very normal for a class period. And then of course I always give you 2 days to study for your test, to work on the review sheet. So then of course the next 2 days would be working on your review sheet. So we're covering 3 days today like usual, okay? Now, it's not what I meant to do. Let's continue on. That's for later. Okay, here we go. So after you've taken your quiz, watch this video, and then finish your homework, then work on the review sheet, okay? Here it is. Okay, so copy that down, please. That's worth 5 bonus points if you finish it before the test. So finish it by today, and it's 5 bonus points. There's the help videos. Again, I'm using abbreviations. Geometry track 1. Chapter 5 review sheet part 1. Geometry track 1, chapter 5 review sheet part 2. So actually, we're supposed to have a total of 165 minutes for 3 days. I think we have 36, 77, not even close. It's like 100. I'm estimating 115, so not a horrible day today. Okay, pretty reasonable day. Alright. Okay, so there's the review sheet, and there's the help videos for your review sheet. Now, I'm going to tell you this every day. Please remember to notify me of any upcoming days that you'll be missing, camps you're going to be going to, church retreats, whatever. I've got to know, so if I don't hear from you, then the next day that you're going to have material will be on Tuesday, okay? I have sent today's quiz to both parents. Okay, let's go over your chapter 4 test from about a week ago, okay? Now, I know you don't have it with you. I understand that. I have your chapter 4 test here with me, and I apologize. There's really nothing I can do about that, but here it is, okay? You did great on the test. You missed these 2 here, and you missed this one here. I want to talk to you about both of these. I will try to go quickly. Please listen carefully. Okay, first of all, notice that this side here is congruent to this side here, congruent to this side here, so I have an equilateral triangle. Okay, hope. Anytime you have an equilateral triangle, you also have an equiangular triangle. So all of these angles have to be 60. Now, if all of those angles are 60, here's a straight line. A straight line always adds up to 180 degrees. So if this is 60, then this has to be 120. Okay? So here's what you have. You have a triangle that looks like this. Right here. The angle right here is 120. Notice this side here is congruent to this side here. And we have y and x here. So think about it. Remember, if 2 sides of a triangle are congruent to each other, then their opposite angles are also congruent, okay? So this angle here across from this side has to be congruent to this angle here across from this side, because this side here is congruent to this side here. So their opposite angles have to be congruent. So the total angles within the triangle have to add up to 180. This is 120, so subtract out 120 and you're left with 60. Well, that means each angle has to be 30 and 30 because they're congruent. So that wasn't too difficult, okay? Alright, moving on. Now you did something on your test that's a geometry no. You can't do this, okay? You were trying to prove theorem Listen, anytime you're proving a theorem, you have to use information that came before that theorem. So theorem 4.5 came after theorem 4.2, so you cannot use that when proving a theorem. Okay, let me say that again. When you're proving a theorem, you must use information that comes before that theorem, not after it. Okay? Let me quickly show you how to do this. You did a really good job. You set up your given. You said you're given a triangle. That's good. And you said you're going to prove that angles 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 180. Great job. To you, that might be really simple, but a lot of students struggle with getting the given and the proven part, okay? Excuse me. So here we go. Here's your diagram. You did all of this perfect. You put a 1 here. You put a... No, you did not. You put a 1 here, a 2 here, and a 3 here. Got it? It's so simple, Hope. All that you have to do is this. Watch this. You draw an auxiliary line right here through the vertex that's parallel to this line. Okay? And you number this angle here, 4 and 5. Now watch why I did that. Watch this. It is such an easy proof. Okay, watch this. Number 1 is your given, okay? So that's your given, of course. We already know what we're given. We're given a triangle. Now watch this. Number 2, we're going to draw. We're going to call this line L. So draw line L parallel to bottom side. How's that? To bottom side. What's the reason? How can you do that? Well, because through any given point, through a point, there is one parallel line, or one line parallel to another line. That's good enough. Through a point, there's one line parallel to another line. Number 3. Now watch this. We can say angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 equals how much? 180. What's our reason? We've learned that a straight angle. A straight angle equals 108 degrees. We have a straight angle right here. Okay, we've already learned that. And now look at this, Hope. Look. Remember, we already said this line here is parallel to this line here. So look at this. I'm going to change colors. Watch this. We have a line here parallel to this line here. We've got a transversal right here. See it? So anytime 2 parallel lines are cut by a transversal, alternate interior angles are congruent. So I can state that angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. Can I not? Sure I can. Why? Because they're alternate interior angles. Now look at this. I've got a transversal over here. See it? 2 parallel lines cut by a transversal. Look at this. 5 and 3 are alternate interior angles. So I can state that 5 is congruent to angle 3. And I can state that by alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay? And then lastly, we're done. I can now state the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 3 equals 180. Whoa, Mr. Error, where'd that come from? Substitution, look. 2 is congruent to what? 4. So where 4 is right here, I'm going to put 2. 5 is congruent to 3, so where 5 is right here, I'm going to put angle 3. And look at that, I'm done. The measure of angles 1, 2, and 3. Measure of angle 2 plus 1 plus 3 equals 180. Okay? Alright, now, let's go on. Let's also now go over your quiz from the other day. You did make some mistakes, okay? It was 1.5 points off. You got a 90% on the quiz. That's okay, but I want to go over what you did wrong. Now, anything that you're close on, I hope. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no problem working with you on, okay? For example, on your quiz, it's supposed to say a line is on the inside of a triangle, you could put in the word across a triangle. I have no problem with that. But you notice all the ones that you missed here are obvious black and white words that you have that you're missing. They have to be in there, okay? Okay, number 11 on your quiz. You should have your quiz there with you if you want to look at it. The incenter is equidistant from the three sides of the triangle, okay? I mean, not angles, complete opposite words, and of course, obtained is not equidistant. The centroid is 2/3, okay, of the distance of the median. The median is not the same thing as the vertex, okay? And it's 2/3 of the distance of the median from the vertex. Big difference. Here's a triangle. Vertex is here. A midpoint would be somewhere around here. So complete opposites there. Not opposites, but I'm completely wrong on that. Let's say a line running from the vertex point, a line running from the vertex perpendicular. You've got to have that word in there, Hope, okay? I mean, if not, you just have a line coming from the vertex to the opposite side, like this. Here's a vertex, and I draw a line to the opposite side like that there. That could be an altitude. Of course, that's not an altitude, because an altitude has to be perpendicular to the other side, okay? So you've got to have that word in there. And it's not drawn to the opposite vertex. Look, you said a line going from a vertex to a vertex. That's almost, how can you do that? I mean, here's a vertex. Here's a vertex, a line going from a vertex to a vertex. It's just another side of a triangle, okay? It's going to the opposite side, okay? So you did well. I'm not criticizing. You did fine. But those are the mistakes that you made. 1.5 points off for each mistake. So at 90% on your quiz, okay? Alright, now, let's finish this up, okay? I'm not going to go over your quiz. It's fill in the blanks like usual, so go ahead and get started with today's quiz. That's all for today, Hope. Have a great day. Never hesitate to contact me if you have any questions at all.